Okay,
Okay,
girl, we
girl,
are
we are
live.
live. Hey, y'all. It is your girl Renee and my girl Dion, and it is a Work Till We Win Wednesday. And we are going to talk about it. It's the first Wednesday of the new year, and we are going to talk about what's going on. Lord have mercy. D, there's been so many questions in my inbox like, what in the world are you and Dion and Crystal and what are y'all doing now? It has been hilarious of me trying to explain, hey, this is what we're doing. I want to reassure people that we have been assisting, that we are still in the health and wellness game. And now that we're there, we needed a place to learn how to make our money grow. So let's talk a little bit about what's new in health and wellness. And then we're going to move right on to crypto because I need our people who are 45 and older to understand that we are here, we are in this game, we're learning, and we're going to help them learn to get that money for that retirement.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. And
So,
like in me,
Dion, what is new with our health and wellness? Let's talk about it.
well, everybody know, the health and wellness has been a big major part of my life for like at least the last 6 years. I had like took it seriously, and I knew this was gonna be something that was gonna be in my regimen throughout life, because as I got older, I knew it was some things I want to do for my life. I didn't want to be on anybody's medicine, and when my children start having children, I want to be able to run around with them just as I did with them. So my health and wellness is a major part of what's going on. Drink to Shrink with Dion is continuing. Carol Wellness is continuing. We have some new product alerts that's coming out, that we're gonna be introducing. As we try them. Same Drink to Shrink, but some other things just to enhance. With collagen, with with our skin. As we get older and stuff like that, and more energy, of course, just some things that may be needed to add it to your regimen, but everything else is the same. So health and wellness is a major, major part of my regimen. As I get older, I start seeking out more different things that I can do differently just to keep my health where it's at. Because being 52, I love the way I feel. I love the energy that I'm in, and not having any issues or any problems. And that's just the way I plan to keep it.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. It is Drink to Shrink with Dion, Drink to Shrink with Renee 2.0, honey.
Exactly.
Listen, for those of you who are 45, 50, 60, you guys know about that menopause phase. You know about after you have had a hysterectomy or partial and all that other stuff. Guys, listen, we had to find some things that were going to help us out. And I'm super excited for the new products that alerts that Dion talked about. I'm excited for what's to come with our health and wellness. But listen, y'all, my girl, I'm going to let her tell her story about her retirement because she inspired me to take the next step and go ahead and retire from teaching. Lord have mercy. It has been a transition, but I'm loving it. Dion, go ahead and tell us about why you made the retirement shift. And now that you made that shift, you've done well in health and wellness, what this crypto thing is now doing
Oh my
for the
goodness.
income that you've made.
Yes, yes. It's another thing, because when people say you retired, people are like, oh, really? Retired? It almost feels really weird saying that. Yes, well, I left early. I left early before the retirement age. I left early before the retirement, got to the level of whatever they say, either age or either years. I didn't meet now one of them requirements, right? Because I knew there was something out there that I can do that was going to give me my retirement. And so the health and wellness industry, it's $1 trillion business, and I knew that would be there, and I knew that would help me stay sustained with everything that I'm doing. But what I do know is when you're not taught financial literacy, you can still blow money. You can still make six figures and still not have money in the bank, or still, living paycheck to paycheck. So what I have learned through my course as I get older, learning financial literacy, how and where to put my money. And I do what I have learned. It is not banks.
Absolutely.
And you see the percentage that you get from the bank, and we grew up to know to save your money and put it in the bank. No, ma'am. So what I have learned is watching, and by us, us, our team, been reading books, and we've been following the people that wrote the books, the millionaires, the authors. They've been investing money for
Yes.
years. It was not taught to us. It was not meant to be taught to us. But now that we come to the party, now we know, we're not leaving the party. Now that we know what they've been doing, what the bank's been doing, we're just cutting out the middleman. So the money that we make, either from your job or from, drink to shrink, or from your business, we know now how to invest it. So the money
Yes.
I make, I can go put the money into a crypto. My money going to work for me, and it's going to come back and compound. It's going to bring me back some more money. So that's the beauty of it, going into these day-to-day trades, flipping it like 2 or 3 times a day, better than flipping property, with five,
Yes.
$10, $20, right? And so we, compounding our money with these trades, and we doing it together. We learning it together. So people are compounding their money. They can see that they can come out of retirement early. They can see how they can make money now early, and more money early. So when they do retire, they don't have to go back to work.
Absolutely. Like I was in Walmart today and I saw this sweet little lady, and I always hear when I go on to the grocery side, and she's somebody's grandmother, somebody's mother, sweet little lady. And she's either saying hello or thank you for visiting Walmart. And I'm like, at this age, she should be just enjoying her life, not having to come up here and greet people or check people's receipts and all those things. She should be able to go and enjoy her life. And for me, when I say you inspired me to make the next step that I needed to make, and then I think in that process, I was a little bit hesitant. And at the end of the school year, God has a way of saying, you're not going to change your mind. Let me put you in the hot.
Yes,
And so
indeed.
I didn't change my mind. I went on and I retired. And yeah, you're right. I did not meet the retirement age and none of that stuff. I did an early retirement. Of course, I did not initially want to collect on my retirement, but after I start looking at my retirement account, I was going, listen, I'm not necessarily making a whole lot of money in here or in terms of the interest. I put a lot in, but it's time for me to grow my money myself. So, I've been fighting with our retirement company. Give me my money.
Exactly.
But the problem is they have invested our money, like Dion said, taking out the middleman. They invested our money, and a lot of people retired at the end of the year last year. And because of that, they're having to roll that, and people are taking their retirement. Like they're like me. They're going in, they're taking their funds out of the retirement account, maybe rolling it into another account, but they are taking their funds.
Right.
And it was funny to me that they told me it was going to take them 30 to 60 days to give me my money. It blew me away. And I was like, okay, it's time to really remove the middleman and go ahead and do this myself. So
Exactly.
I am pretty excited about that. So they need to go and give me my money.
Exactly. And then you can show them how you're gonna triple it, and and all that stuff when you do get it, because now you know what to do with it. Because they said that the banks had collected like about billions of dollars of NSF fees.
Yes.
And that's then just that alone, what they collected in fees, and then they're going to reinvest it, like that. That keeps them in $1 trillion business. So it's just mind boggling to me to know this at a later, I call it a later age, but it's time. It's a good time for me to learn it and know it, so I can transport it to my children. They can do it for their children's children. And because this is the world that we in, I just don't want nobody to sleep on it. Like anybody else, I tell them, okay, if you don't know, that's fine, because I didn't know 2 years ago when somebody was putting it in my ear, and I brushed it aside. Somebody would have told us in '86 to jump on an Apple when we was in high school on the Eaglet team. We had 40
Yes.
cents then. We could have jumped on. Yes, I
We could
did.
have jumped on,
You
but we
know,
had no.
but it wasn't taught to us. We will be set, really free right now. Even in 2000, when we were adults, when it was still like a dollar maybe, and I could have did something then if the information was available to me. But now with the internet and the world the way it is, it's forefront to us. So no, we have no excuses now. No women, no black woman, no black anybody have no excuses now to compound money. Now that you know, you know, you know. So that's why I said it's just so mind-boggling to know this now. And I'm just loving it. I love waking up to a trade. I love waking up to see what I'm gonna buy and sell today. It's like
Yes.
what?
It's amazing. So, like this morning, we were on a training, and you kind of like as soon as it came up, you jumped on it and you got a little bit ahead on the training. And so, I wanted to ask for those 45 and 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds that's on our page watching right now, what was the hardest part of learning this for you?
The hardest part for me was, like I said, 2 years ago, and I know you're a math teacher. I wasn't. So anything with geometry, when it come down to graphs and a whole bunch of lines, going this way and that way, I don't care what color it is. I just was like, oh no, I just can't look at stuff like that. If I have to study this, then I don't want to do no brain work. That was my whole thing, because math is mental and it's brain work. So what
Yeah.
I did was I said, you know what? But I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna take the time. And the thing about it, we really don't have to learn those charts. We do have some, they say they're not experts, but we do have some professionals that say, well, go at least look at this coin. You can buy it now at this amount. And then when they go up, you can sell it. So we do have some target people saying, go look at this coin. So that way I'm not looking at that graph all the time. But I
Right.
did want to learn at least something, some indicator to look for. And then when they showed it to us, oh, that's what I'm looking for. It became like, oh, I see it. Because it's color
Yes.
coded for one thing. We teachers, so we color code everything. So the color coded helps me to understand what it's doing.
What it's
So I
doing,
said,
right?
sit still, learn the concept, take my time, don't be anxious for nothing. That's word. So take my time to learn the skill set, so that way I can go teach it to others. So I'm gonna take the time and not be in rushing through it. So that was the
Yeah.
hard part, getting into to my mind that, oh wow, this could be hard, but it's not, because we're training together and learning together, which makes it easier. So when somebody don't know something, they ask a question, then when somebody explain, I say, oh, I get it now. When you're learning together with a group of people that's kind of like on the same wavelength, you kind of like get it together, and that's what I like about it.
So like this morning, I went, first of all, in the last couple of days, I've been kind of in the back office of our training program, and going through some of the videos. I got a chance to watch them, but this week I have been getting, and of course I took notes. And then when I came to training with you guys during the week, it all came together. It
Uh-huh.
really made more sense to me. And Tanisha is very funny when she explains things. And I mean, when she talked about three groups of people getting in the pool, and then they're getting out, and then we're taking a dip, and then we're doing this. Like, just the different languages that are the different vocabulary that she made make sense. It just blew my mind. And then this morning, I played around with it. I was looking at the exchange, and I was like, okay, so I'm ready. So tomorrow, I'm going to take my, I've been buying and holding, but now I'm going to start taking more of the trades. Now, They saw me do a few little day trades the other day, and that's just with regular currency. But now I'm ready to do my little crypto trades and go and get my percentages up, get my 1%, my
Exactly.
2%. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited about it.
And the cool thing
So
about it
what
too.
would you say to those that are 45, 50 who think we need a lot of money to get this done?
Oh yes, and I do want to say this. And like Tashana, she, she's still working, and so when she put up in a trade yesterday, she set it to sell because she knows she was going to be at work. So you can even set it to sell, so you're not at your computer first of all day. I definitely want to say that because people think they got to be at the computer and you don't. And for those, I want to tell those older, our age, 40 and older, do not be afraid of this. It is a learning curve. It is a learning time. You got to take the time to learn something. Do not be afraid. Do not fear. God does not give us a spirit of fear. So this is a knowledge and a skill that could carry on your generation and generations behind, but you got to jump in. And the thing with
Yes,
us, because we working together as a team, we have a system put in place. We have training put in place. We have day-to-day training. We have training with our group, and we have the back office training, so you're not left alone. So we have Q&A questions. We ask questions all day in the group. Somebody gonna have
yes,
something to ask, especially when they get stuck, and we all pitch in to help that person. So that's the part that I'm so grateful for, that I'm not in it by
yes,
myself. Because if I was in it by myself, I would be kind of fearful, the unknown and not doing it. But now, we with a bunch of ladies, and there's some men there. I don't want to disqualify them, but there's some men, they actually trade, better and faster than all of us. But I am concentrating more on the women that's looking to, get, start their own business maybe, or get out of retirement early so they can really start enjoying the life that they desire to have. And also,
right.
just multiply and learn this skill set where you can compound your money like everybody else been doing.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
So even if you have a 9 to 5 and you're not ready to retire, you love what you do. This is still a skill set that you can learn with the money that you already earn. You can take that money and take a percentage of it, set it aside, and put it in your trade account and begin to trade. I mean, we've been taking $5 trades, $10 trades, buying and holding small amounts. And those small amounts compound. Just like those student loans compound, those small amounts that we invest in those trades that we take, that money, when we don't take it out, that money compounds because we get to invest it or, trade it again. So, guys, I'm super excited. We don't want to keep you too long, but I'm super excited for what we have going on. Guys, jump in here whether you want to be on the health and wellness side or the crypto side. And I'm really encouraging you to jump in on this crypto side to make your money, because some of you have your own businesses already. And some of you have jobs that you're like, I'm good, I make good. Well, let's make that good grow. All right, guys.
Exactly.
Well, it's been a Work Till We Win Wednesday, and this is my girl Dion giving it to us like it is about crypto. So get with Dion if you're seeing this from her page. If you're seeing it from my page, get with me or any of our other team members who have shared it to their page. Get with them and talk to them about what's going on with our crypto trading. God bless you guys. Have a great evening.
Bye bye.